Ready in 3, 2, 1.
Sorry, guys.
What's up, Geniana? It's gonna be all episode, both of us, because we're sick. We're so sick.
So sick. Dude, we're like so sick.
You got us sick.
And I'm whoa, cause right now we're sick.
We're back.
Can't come to the phone, and I know it makes no sense. Since you walked out the door, it's the only way I hear your voice anymore. It's ridiculous.
I haven't heard this song in a
For
minute.
some reason I just and I'm stronger than this. Enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so over.
Hope y'all last week's episode. That was so sick of Hank. Love you.
Fuck you, so sick of. Dude, I'm so sick of
So
coughing.
sick of Jay.
No, shut up, bitch. Oh my god.
As soon as we started.
That's marked July 15th. Cause right now. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the buttons.
Buttons. Used to be. That's the reason I'm so sick of love songs. So tired of tea. So done with wishing you were still here.
This is good energy. This is
mean-
our energy right now. Very low.
I pushed a four-wheeler around the building at work today and ran out of breath.
I took a walk to the card shop, and as soon as I get back, my dad comes in, storms through the back door. He's like, "How you feeling?" I'm like, "I mean, how much better do you think I could get in one day?" Like it's. And then he comes.
The longest you've taken off work for a non-injury.
And
So sick.
so sick of being sick. How am I still here? Been sick for a week. Yeah. And I couldn't breathe, and I was trying to fucking open up the shit I just bought. And he's like, "How you feeling? Everything good? You know, your face looks really red." And I'm like, I can't even breathe and talk. And I'm like, so I get mad at him. You know what I mean? I'm like, he was like, "All right, I'll leave you alone."
He was throwing a little gun baby the ball, and I pulled up in my parking spot. So I had to park opposite side of the road, backed all the way up to the semi-truck in Dinky's spot.
I might fucking hit the cold meth right in.
Oh, dog. It's, this is the only thing I have left from the sickness. It's just like a lingering cough. I just can't stop coughing.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome back.
We're back with it. Another episode of Locker Room Talk.
It
Shout
feels
out.
like a month since the last time we recorded an episode.
Yeah, a lot has went down in 1 week and nothing at all.
Nothing.
And that's like, there's weeks where I'm like, especially this one where I'm sitting there and it's like Wednesday and I'm like, I have nothing written. You know, normally I'm thinking all week of stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, we're just going to have to go into it and just free ball it. And then just start, you know, stuff starts happening. But, man, let's just get into it. So B was kissing guys at work. And then he wants to come over to my house and start hitting my pen and ripping on it. And then gets me sick. And now we're all sick.
It also could have happened because, like, not the only one person at work was sick, but I don't know if he was like as flu-like sick as us. But we could have just because we were ripping the pen with everybody, so it could have just been anybody that night. But like, I woke up Sunday from Saturday night into Sunday, I was getting the worst of it because if we all squirbled and remember to last week's episode, I got my tooth pulled on, what was it, Thursday? Went to golf. I was on amoxicillin. Went to golf, and then we went to the Trianon, had a couple fruit brews, and woke up the next morning and I felt like super hungover from a couple beers. But I was like, whatever. Maybe it's just from drinking on the anesthesia or whatever.
My girls were probably like, "Where the hell's T at?"
So then, Friday we do the podcast. We hang out for a little bit. I think I had one beer that night, Friday night, so it didn't really affect me that much. Saturday, we went to the Trianon again, didn't we? Or we went to Hooks and then the Trianon or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
I'm 99% sure because we split a cheesesteak at the Trianon.
Yeah.
And on Saturday, I had maybe 5 beers. I slept at Tyson's house, and I kept waking up like every 30 minutes. My legs were like cramping real bad. Like my muscles were like just seizing up. So, woke up the next morning, 8 o'clock, got ready for golf. I was a couple minutes late, so I didn't wake you up because I was already late. And I'm like, by the time I wake him up and he gets going, he's going to need 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah, I like to be up like an hour before.
Yeah, you're not the kind of guy that can just get out of bed and rip. And so I got ready, drove up to my dad's house. My dad wasn't there. So I'm like, oh, he must have left because I was 4 minutes late. But turns out he was drinking so heavy on Saturday and hadn't eaten that he had to go get breakfast at Wendy's. So I went in, brushed my teeth real quick, shot over to Sheetz, got gas, went over. I knew I was going to be I was like, damn, I already feel thirsty. I was like, I need to get something to drink. I got a water. I think I brought a water from your house, actually. Got to golf and drew my card. I was a king. Second one out. I was playing with Scotty Nail.
Oh, there you go.
I shot a 40 on the front, 4 bogeys, 5 pars. It was a good round. But made the turn, dude. All of a sudden, I like had no energy. Couldn't do it. Couldn't even swing like a full swing on a golf club without topping the ball. Like it was crazy. Like never had played so bad in my life. And then I had to go to Johnstown for a cheer competition, and like I'm like getting progressively sicker by like every 10 minutes that goes on. I'm getting sicker and sicker and sicker. Drive myself to Johnstown. I'm like passing out on the drive, so I stop at McDonald's to get food because I can't eat. Like I tried to eat at the golf course, couldn't eat, so I stopped to get McDonald's. Took a bite of the burger. It was foul. Took one bite of the chicken nugget, was disgusting. So I ate like as many french fries as I could get down. I'm driving up. I'm still falling asleep. I see a Dairy Queen. I pull in there and get a Blizzard. Eat that. It wakes me up enough to get to the cheer competition. I'm at the cheer competition, just head pounding, congested, like no energy, dehydrated. I got an apple juice, a Gatorade, and a water just at the freaking... Like, as soon as I walked in, those were the first 3 things I got at the cheerleading competition. So, oh, yeah, and because I'll never hide anything from you guys, I didn't want to drink soda all year. I hadn't had one since Christmas, and because I got the flu, I had to, like, on the drive up, I got one from McDonald's just so I could stay awake on the drive up. So I had 1 Sprite, which isn't, like, to me, I wouldn't consider it as crazy of a soda as, like, I don't know, Mountain Dew and Pepsi and shit like that. But it's still soda nonetheless. But it tasted good as fuck. But I haven't had another one since.
Which does McDonald's still call it Sprite?
I don't know.
Because they changed their name to Starry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think McDonald's still does call it Sprite.
I think it's Starry, but I think that they know that nobody is ever going to change. Yeah. So when they say Sprite, it's just what it is.
I thought Sierra Mist was Starry.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that girl, the Twitch streamer, her name was Sierra Mist, and she bought the copyright patent.
Because my mom got Sprite.
I was going to say Coke is Sprite.
My mom got Sprite from somewhere, and I was like, I thought Sprite changed their name, and I looked at the expiration date. This bitch goes out in like May 25th. I'm like, this is like the last one.
Yeah, no, Sprite's a Coke product. Pepsi used to have 7-Up, and then they got Sierra Mist and then lost the name and had to change it to Starry. But, so I got through the cheerleading competition, back home. It was like 8:40 Sunday night. I just passed out at my parents' house as soon as I got there. Just passed out on the recliner. Woke up the next morning, and I'm like, I'm like super fucking sick now at this point. But even if I have the flu, which I found out I did have the flu, I can't get on a medication for it because I'm already on amoxicillin for my tooth. So then I just start raw dogging Mucinex, or I start taking Mucinex and just raw dogging the flu with no other medication, and I just start fucking, dude, just shitting my brains out. But I think at Monday was at the time where I found out you were sick, right?
Yeah, I didn't go to work Monday. So Sunday I get sick. Oh, Sunday I was fine. 8, went to bed at around like 8 and woke up at around like midnight and just it still baffles me to this day where mucus comes from, that it could just never stop. It's like it's making it from nothing. Like, I don't get it. If I just understood the science behind it, maybe it would be easier for me, because I get so frustrated. I'm like, I don't get this. And I'm like coughing, hacking it up. I'm blowing my nose and I can't fall asleep. And then it gets to like 2 in the morning and I'm like, okay, I got to try and go back to sleep. And then it hits 3 in the morning. I'm like, dude, you got to be up at, now we're not going to the gym at 5. So then it hits 4 and I was like, I got to call off, because now I just haven't even slept. So I call off, and then Monday, morning, I get that sleep. I sleep from like, I didn't go to sleep until like 7. Wake up at probably like 10, and I got full flu pain. And I'm like throwing up, no appetite. I can tell I'm sick. Just laying in bed chilling. Like, I know it's going to be a day or two, whatever. I don't know it's the flu yet, but I'm just like, all right, I got some type of virus. And then, so then Tuesday,
Yeah, that's what mine started Monday. Well, I mean, I had the congestion shit all weekend, but I thought it was all like draining from my tooth, dude, and it was just coming. Like, I had went through boxes and boxes of tissues. And Monday I woke up. Well, I could barely sleep. Like, I'd get like an hour and a half of sleep, and I'd wake up in a dead sweat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'd go to like fucking clean myself off, like get a towel, wipe myself off, turn the fan on, and the next thing you know, I'm freezing cold, like chattering. And I'm doing that for an hour, and then I fall back asleep. Or I do that for 2 hours, and then I fall back asleep for an hour, and then same thing. So repeat the same process an hour and a half later. So I'm barely getting any sleep, and it's my Mondays and Tuesdays are my time with, well, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and every other weekend are my time with my daughter. So I got to take her to school. Like, she's there. I got to get her up, get her ready, take her to school. I'm fucking dying. I have all this congestion. I have so much, like, I thought because I was taking so much Mucinex, taking so much different medication, that I was getting lower back pain because of all the different medications, but it's just a symptom of the flu. It's just like all these anti-inflammatories getting released, and they all just like sit in your lower back. But dude, I had like so much back pain unless I was laying down from like all the weight up here, just like sitting on my lower back at work all week long. It was the worst until yesterday.
I have a towel down here if you see me spit.
But yeah, mine was pretty much that my Monday was every day until yesterday.
My week was, every day was a little bit different. Like, so Monday I was just like sick, throwing up. I threw up probably 4 times. Then Tuesday I woke up, and I was the same way. I'd fall asleep for an hour or 40 minutes, wake up, throw up, or throw up the water I've been drinking. Then go back to bed, lay in bed for 40 minutes, fall asleep for 40 minutes. Same thing, just all day, all night. And then Tuesday was when I started shitting. I've never shit like this in my entire life. Like, this was crazy. It went from, once I threw up everything I possibly could have in my stomach, it just all started, I just started shitting. And just, if I would drink like this much water, it would just all come out of me through my ass. Like, it was just perfect, clear, like,
Dude,
And yeah, so then Tuesday was like that, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. And then Wednesday it got worse. Wednesday now, I'm like shitting every single hour. I was shitting every hour for sure, but sometimes like 4 times an hour. I would just drink something, and then I'd be laying on my back, like kind of elevated, drink like maybe a quarter of a bottle of water, and then as soon as I would like roll over, I have to go shit. Just the slightest little movement I would make, or after if I could fall asleep, as soon as I wake up, gotta go.
Like, that's the reason you wake up is because you have to shit.
I guess. I mean, it didn't feel like that, but as soon as I woke up, I just knew I had to.
Yep.
And then, so Wednesday and Thursday were just craziness. So much so that my doctor thought I had like this whole different thing. Because at first they just diagnosed me. Diagnosed me with the flu, and I was like, okay, whatever. Then we started talking. Then I realized you had it too. So I was like, okay, whatever. At least I know where I got it and shit. And Thursday was just, or no, so it was Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah.
Were just on the toilet all fucking day. It was just a nightmare.
A lot of the shitting is that medicine.
That was just nuts, man. It was I've never experienced anything like that in my life. It was just it was annoying, like just more than anything.
I'm pretty sure I stepped on the scale yesterday. I'm pretty sure I lost 15 pounds.
I don't know where I started from. I was somewhere from 220 to 225, and then the lowest I got was 212. And I lost everything. Like I had no energy. Every like protein, I guess, in my body, every like carb or everything was just gone. I ate in those like 4 days a half piece of bread twice, a half cup of applesauce twice, and then a half cup of this rice once. Like and then it all just came out of me immediately too.
I went to the grocery store and got those like drinkable soup things, and it was just bone broth with ginger and turmeric. And I didn't even, like, when I was drinking them, I didn't want them, but I couldn't eat anything. Like, I had no desire to eat anything at all at any time.
Yeah, I've been off all week. I couldn't go to work, just what I do. But fucking, yeah, now we're here. I woke up yesterday, and that's kind of how it goes. It's like, I don't know if we're going to be able to do the podcast. Like, if I'm this bad, like, there's no way. I mean, I'm sure we could have made something happen, but it was bad, man. And one thing I forgot to say was, I think it was Monday, the mucus was still, like, heavy. Because it kind of stops after Monday, the mucus and shit. But it was so bad Monday that when I would cough, it would just, like, be like what you see, like, when people get shot in the lungs in movies and, like, they're coughing up blood. That's, like, I'd be just coughing it up, like, just out of me. And it's like, wow, my nose is draining, and it's just...
Yeah, see, I had the mucus all week. I had the chills all week, the no energy all week. I did go to work because my job doesn't require too much physical activity anymore. I just sit at a desk and push papers. But the times I had to get up and get down, dude, it'd take me 10 seconds to get out of breath. Like, I was gassed. It was awful.
Yeah, but we're through it now. Hopefully by this time next week, we can probably give you a better episode than this.
I mean, I can hear myself wheezing in the microphone.
Just the coughing alone is going to be annoying, but
I did think
there's nothing we can do, and we've never missed an episode.
Should have grabbed some cough drops. I don't know.
I was thinking about that, but that shit never really worked, and
Yeah, we're here, dude.
Yeah. Never missed an episode. It's not going to happen now.
Flu game.
But I mean, this is like one of those moments. We've had maybe other ones that came close, but I can't really remember those. But yeah, I mean, I don't think the people would have been too mad, but I'd rather just show you like, hey, we're sick. This is going to be a miserable episode. We probably aren't going to be able to do 2 hours. It's not that we try to do 2 hours. It's just that's what we like to do, just to get everything out. And yeah,
Well, when you're also when you're sick and you're not leaving the fucking house all week, it's like, what are? Because we don't really talk about things in the past a lot. We really talk about a lot of the current event stuff, so then just leads us on tangents.
yeah,
And speaking of, let's not let the flu overshadow that it is a new month.
it's bunny season, yo. If you could probably see this one pretty good.
Hunting wabbits. Happy April.
Happy April.
Easter.
Today.
Easter month.
This is I said it, if you're a long-time listener, I said at this point, and it was probably 5 months ago, that I'll never take my watch off until the marathon. And it's off right now just because I just need to be comfortable as fuck. Just rolling around and shit, it was just getting annoying.
Did you sleep on the couch mostly, or?
I was back and forth. I was on the first 2 days were 2 or 3 days I was in my bed, and then I just moved down here because it just made it easier to go to the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
But,
rough. I had I bought a 6-pack of body armor. I had 5 to drink, and 1 I was just spitting in the whole time.
See, I rock the towels on the ground. I just can't do the bottles no more, you know what I mean? I don't like seeing it, and then like I've been there. That's how I always did it, but I just throw a towel on the ground, paper towels on the ground, just spit on that, and I'm just clean right there, you know what I mean?
Word.
So during my flu journey, I couldn't play like video games or nothing. I couldn't focus. I also had a screaming headache the whole time.
Oh, yeah. It's just like all the pressure and shit.
I think it was, for me, just more coughing. Like it was just like my temples just like hurting. And I still feel it a little bit, but it was days of a headache. And so the only thing I could do was just watch TV and look on my phone on like Instagram. And while I was on Instagram, I seen everything. Like 5 days on Instagram, you see it all. See it all twice. Seen people get murdered. See every fucking animal injury.
Every part of a female anatomy.
Yeah. Just all the dumbest shit. All the shit you don't want to see. And the one thing that just really stood out to me of just like, and I don't even know if we've talked about it. I think we maybe touched on it. But these car meetups where guys just like the street takeovers or the intersection takeovers, as the resident car guy, I need you to on this one.
I saw you've been sending me a ton of them.
Because I wanted you to get ready for what I was going to be able to talk about. It just doesn't make sense to somebody like me that so it's like I think about it as like we go to school because these are all just like kids and shit. So I'm like, we go to school Monday and I'm telling you, I'm like, hey, you should have been there last night. I told you it was going to be nuts. And you go, oh, what happened? I'm like, remember that red car we seen that one time? And you're like, oh yeah, with the fucking front bumper missing on it? Yeah, that red car, it showed up to the meet last night. And dude, as soon as it was his turn, bro, he got into the fucking intersection and he just started doing circles, man. And then he once he did one circle, he did another circle. And then he did a half circle and then spun it back around, did an infinity sign, and then he was done. It's just kind of one of those things you had to be there.
Can't believe I missed it, bro.
Just what a memory. Had to be there. Like, is that how, like, remember that stolen Hellcat? I seen it last night. Dudes brought it out. It was screaming, man. And as soon as it fucking started, it just started doing circles, man.
Yeah, see, I don't
Just
get the allure
circles.
of it either. Yeah.
Just what's
Dude,
the
it was
fuck-
sounding like it was going so fast, and
and it was just but it was going nowhere, but it just in a circle.
so loud though.
So loud, couldn't hear nothing. We were all going nuts. I mean, I'm high fiving everybody. I stole one of my mom's Coronas out of her fridge.
Dude, I almost smacked the bump. I almost slapped the ass on the way by.
Oh, dude, I was out there, dodging it.
Sucking gut, dude. I was sucking gut.
I love how I can tell that this next generation is going to be less athletic than us because of how many of those fucking guys get hit.
Oh, dude, and it's like
You seen it coming the whole way.
guess where it was
And
coming?
you-
Right into circle.
It was coming in the same. You could see the lines on the ground that they're traveling. And you stepped right in.
You're inside the dodgeball lines.
If they didn't have fences at a roller coaster, you'd die. You'd walk right on the tracks. You want to get as. You could be like, oh shit, here it comes. Here, get decapitated. Like, and then they all got their pants. I'm not fucking one of these older guys. If you want to sag, you're gay. Because we all know all these dudes are coming home from jail and saying, sagging your pants means that you want you take it in the ass in jail. That's where sagging originated. I remember the first time my cousin AJ started sagging. And I was like, whoa, what are you doing? And like, why are you wearing your pants like that? He's like, I don't know, man. It's just cool. Like, everybody else is doing it. So I'm like, I kind of wanted to do it, but like, we didn't wear that type of underwear at the time. Like, we were still in elementary school. And he was in like 9th grade.
Yeah.
So, and then his dad used to beat his ass for doing that shit. But good on him.
Because it was exposed. Easy to beat.
And probably at that time, that nobody really knew where it came from and started from, but it started in jail as a way to like identify who might not seem like he's on the down low, but behind closed cell doors, he'll suck you off
With his butt cheeks.
And now like dudes are just, I hate when you see their whole ass. And it's like, you know what I mean? And you're not even wearing cool underwear. You don't even match, you know what I mean? Sometimes it does look cool. But the way some people wear it is just terrible. And you see these kids wearing the skinniest jeans, sagging halfway down their thigh, and they can't fucking scurry out of the way. And I love to see them get hit. It's my favorite thing. But I know, B, you were kind of in a. I didn't understand like why guys. Well, I can understand like you like cars, you're a car guy,
I'm an enthusiast, but
and you-
not like a heavy enthusiast.
but your first couple cars, you like to break stuff down
Yeah.
and change them, or just take it apart and put it back together, just to like see how things work and talk with other people and work with their shit, and it's just almost learning. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just beater cars and shit and just having fun. I can understand that. Even if it seems like, even if I don't get it, it's not for me. It's not for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything's not for everybody.
See, for me, it was like something that I never was into, and I wanted to try and get into it. So that was like kind of where I started. And then I was like, man, I'm not really.
And I'm sure you
I'm not
learned-
really into this.
But I'm sure you learned a lot along the way that you'll just never forget, like just little stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
But like, man, I can't understand these guys, not even with the car meetups and doing your circles, just drag racing, like buying Hellcats and just fucking going as fast as you can down the road and then swerving through traffic. Like, what the fuck is this, B? What's their problem?
See, I can understand.
They're
Like,
doing it for nobody, too.
if it was like just two guys on a highway and we're just running it, like I can understand that. Like that's exciting. But if it's two guys on a packed highway, like that shit gives me anxiety just watch, like squeeze bends in them.
Yeah.
Like I can't even just watch them dice through traffic. I'm just like, oh shit, fuck this.
It doesn't make sense because then it just, you wreck it. And it's like, okay, in certain situations like that guy, he stole all his cars.
Yeah.
So that's like, I can almost fucking make that make sense. But there's dudes literally, and I was seeing reels of like car dealerships being like, there was one where guys like, hey, I'm trying to buy a Hellcat, and the guys are like, what's your credit score? He says 350, and everybody just turns their back on him, and he goes, I'm paying with cash though, and then they all turn around, and they're like, yeah, let me get you right here. But that's happening. Like, how many videos have we seen of just dudes not even getting them off the lot?
Or
As soon as they pull off onto the street, they just fishtail it and try and keep it going instead of just stopping. You can just lay off the gas and just hit the brakes completely.
Yeah.
And you will just stop dead and just be like, okay, that was crazy. Let's just straighten her back out. Sure, it's embarrassing. A couple people saw it. But these dudes fishtail, lose control, try and get back control and just fucking throw it into other brand new cars. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I didn't know if you understood anything more than what I did or anybody else did about like the mindset of what a motherfucker is thinking to do this shit.
that I don't.
Is it an adrenaline thing?
I mean, probably, but like,
But they're doing it.
dude, it's
guess
like
it's-
to you. I guess to me, it would be like cave diving and shit like that. Why would you ever want to squeeze into an area so fucking tight you got to army crawl through it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck that shit.
Especially if it's like kind of already been explored. I can understand explorer like trying to map out a cave, but you're just like
For
trying to-
what? What could be in that cave that we want?
really nothing. But
Fuck that, dude. That rock crawling. Like,
but
just-
your name actually does get put on like as the one to map this out. You know what I mean? So there is some pride in that.
I'd rather race a car fast than go into a cave.
True, but like it's dumb for their own reasons. But this is like these people are killing other people.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And like and then just shooting fireworks and they got all the laser pointers and shit and it just doesn't make any
What would you say the majority of the ethnicity there is? It's more like
I think it's
Hispanics?
like
That's what
Hispanic,
I was gonna say.
black dudes,
I mean, it's
and
a
then
young 20-year-olds,
and
right?
then like there's like really nobody over
like 25,
yeah
28.
27 and then but like if I seen one of them happening, I would go over and stand near one, you know what I mean, just to be like it's happening right there and watch it for 15 seconds, watch a car do a circle, and then it's just like, all right, well, let's fucking go before something is gonna happen.
Dude, how about that one you sent me earlier, that convertible Camaro, and that guy just slammed the wheel? Like, it was still turning. The inside of the wheel was still turning, but the outside wasn't.
Oh yeah.
You know they stole that, right? Because they all just got
Oh,
up out of it and walked
yeah.
away.
And like also, I've seen so many where a dude hits another dude, and then everybody just dogpiles that car that was at fault and starts kicking in his windshield and blowing out the fucking windows. Ultimately, they end up lighting the thing on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, what kind of world is this? And I was thinking, like, what was it for us when we were growing up? Like, what stupid thing, like a car meetup, was it for us? And I thought about it all week, and there really is none. For us, it was just like a little bit of everything, a little bit of teen pregnancy, a little bit of, there was, 20 people in high school doing drugs. These many people were drinking. And then I knew kids that stole their parents'
I
cars.
would say, like, kids our age, like the car meetups for kids our age was drinking in the woods.
Yeah, maybe, but it was never excessive like it is now. Like now these kids are just like crazy.
Well, there were those kids racing. Remember those kids that raced on St. Francis and the one dude died? So,
Yeah, I mean, we knew arsons, but like now these kids are just like they'll just do anything. Like they just have no thought process of like we probably shouldn't do this. You know what I mean? Or I'm worried this might affect my record. You know what I mean? Like even when we were kids though, even though these kids were doing drugs and shit, they'd get in trouble and they would kind of straighten out for a little bit. You know what I mean? And so they would learn, and it's like these kids just fucking, they're just right at it the next day. You know what I mean? And they feel proud that they got caught. Destroying police cars and shit. Man, I just had to talk about that shit just because it's like
been all over your Instagram.
I'm so fascinated by it. And there's now pages popping up of like, these are stupid, like car meetup idiots and shit. It's just all this videos I send you of the crashes and people getting hit. There was one dude that got hit, fucking went ass over end, and then the car backs up on him and rips his sweatpants off. Wore sweatpants to it, like, and he didn't wear no drawers underneath. So he was ass naked in front of everybody. I'm like, good for you.
That's what you get.
Good for you for like standing out there. You could just stand on the sidewalk. They can't even get up over the curb. You know what I mean? There's people I've seen breaking their legs, their arms. Fucking, they're dying.
Just to get like, just to get that.
Just to get a video.
Yeah, right as soon as the car comes by.
That nobody will see.
No.
Nobody will ever
Or care.
It goes on their Snapchat. And it just goes away the next day.
Yeah.
Like, man, it just makes no sense to me. If you're somebody out there that want to do a car meetup, get in touch with us. We'll straighten you out. I'll tell you you're wrong.
Actually, don't get in touch with us. Just go to the car meetup.
Now, I got no problem with the car meetup, though. If it's in, like, we have an abandoned Kmart in our town. If they did that shit in there, kill yourselves. I don't care. Like, I don't care at all. Everybody could die in a blaze of glory, bombs and fireworks going off like the Curve one. I don't care. But why on the street? You could you go somewhere where you could do bigger circles. You're just I seen one, the dude had a bucket of water because you have to have, like, I guess water on the road. It helps to drift them. So this dude somehow had a bucket of water, a mop bucket, and this car's coming around. Dude, black dude goes to throw the bucket of water, lets the whole shit go, and it hits the dude that's hanging out of the back window right in the fucking face. All the water just goes into the car.
Damn. I remember one time I went to the car wash, the one over on 17th Street. I was dating this girl. We were dating in high school, and I think we might have still been in high school, or it might have been the summer after we got out of high school. Did we pull up to the car wash, and we smoked. I was smoking cigarettes at the time. We smoked cigarettes in the car, and I think she forgot to put her window up. Dude, we just got fucking blasted with water in the first like 10 seconds. It was awful.
Yeah, we talked about that on here. It happened to me literally like the day we were recording. Because the thing says to pull your mirrors in, and like right as the thing had just started, I forgot to pull my mirrors in. So I got this one real quick, and then this one had just passed. Go reach over, turn it back on. Thing went back this way, and it just started spraying in. It just got a little bit in, but it was like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would suck to get a whole face full of fucking water at the circle meet, at the intersection circle.
Dude, and the bucket like damn near went on his head. Like he didn't mean to throw it on the guy. He just let it go.
Grip.
Yes, I got to play you this. Did you see Anthony Edwards is...
Yeah.
As much as I love Ant, like, you know, you don't know the full situation, you know what I mean? You don't know what that... If she's a bitch, you know what I mean? Like, and she won't, like...
So did he really say... I mean, I know he paid all of the he wanted to pay all the child support up front, but did he really say that because he doesn't want anything to do with her?
No. Nobody... It's never... That word has never came out. It's just other people saying that shit. So that's the thing. It's like, you don't... I bet she's crazy. You know what I mean? Because if... his bloodline, that's a boy. He's going to want to be with them, you know what I mean? And he's going to be with them, have them at the games and shit. He just wants his mom to be off his ass so he can fucking focus on the games. Because she's blowing up his phone. He can't fucking focus. I'm guaranteed that's what it is. Yeah, so I got this.
Convicted mass murderer already serving life behind bars is now accused of killing again. This time his own wife during a conjugal visit. David Brinson, sentenced for the brutal murders of 4 people, was the last person to see his wife alive. At first, authorities believed she died of natural causes, but the autopsy tells a different story. The truth? She was strangled. Now her family is demanding answers. Like, how could this happen inside of a prison? And was there a deadly plan all along? I'll walk you through the...
When this bitch said... At first, they thought it was due to natural causes. When he murdered 4 people. That's why he's in jail for his rest of his life. And imagine this dude, like the story he put on as soon as he got out. Because the only way I've ever seen depicted of like conjugal visit rooms were like a trailer out back of the jailhouse, you know what I mean? And they got it set up like a room. They got a little table, and then they got a little bed, and then maybe a sink or something. You know what I mean? Like they try and make it look like a house and just relax for a couple hours. So imagine this dude, like kills her, and then he just comes out of the front door, and he's like, "Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now." Those other 4 you got me on. That was all me.
That's why I'm here, baby.
But that's my wife. I did not kill her. She just dead. I had nothing to do with this.
Like, that's my cinnamon apple.
How much fucking work did he put in to let all those cops know, prison guards think, I think he's telling the truth. I think this bitch just died.
Heart attack. He was putting it down. He laid her to rest.
And then the autopsy came back strangled. Strangled the bitch.
Couldn't breathe. He looks guilty in the picture.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
He looks crazy. Looks like he should be in jail for the rest of his life, and he is.
And they're still giving him people to kill.
Yeah. That's my wife, sir. I promise you. That's my wife. I love her.
She was with me when I killed all them other ones.
You know I wouldn't do this. Officer Jenkins, you know I wouldn't do this.
This ain't me.
Officer Daryl, you know that. Daryl, you know that wasn't me. Get your fucking hands off. Put me in my cell. I didn't do it. I'm going down for this shit. That other 4 was me. That was all me. This wasn't me, though.
How could I? I never kill somebody. I changed.
And then if you see the look of that dude's face, I'll screenshot it and post it on the Locker Room Talk. I thought of him in the detective, because now he has to talk to detectives anytime there's a murder. Oh, we got a fucking button damn near broken.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
So, I think of him in like the detective room, and it's like, all right, I'm Detective Steele. This is Detective Himes.
How are you?
So why don't you just walk us through from the beginning what happened, and we'll just go from there. We're just here to get your story. And he just tells the wildest story. Like, all right, so first, right, We get in the room. I'm thinking we're just gonna even just talk. Like I didn't even really fucking want to have sex like that. But as soon as we get into the room, this bitch just gets on her knees and just rips my drawers down. And I'm like, oh shit.
I'm hard, right?
Oh shit. And she starts giving me the sloppiest toppy that you ever had. You ain't never had no sloppy toppy like this. And I'm finna bust. So I'm like, oh shit, I just can't bust like this. They all gonna make fun of me back there. So I'm like, all right, bitch. I pick her up, I put her on the bed, and I'm just start hitting it. Ha, ha, ha. And I'm back here with it. I'm hitting her long dick. Ah, ah. I got her on the edge of the bed. Flip her over. Ah, ah.
How are you always having sex with something in an episode?
So I'm hitting it right. And then next thing you know, I pick her up. I tell her to get on her knees. And then I'm like, all right, baby, I'm about to make you famous, singing in the mic. I'm about to make you a star. And then she put her lips to the mic, and I fucking I went off at her. 20 years. 20 years y'all done have me locked up in here. 20 years of nut. You know what the viscosity of 20 years of nut must be like? It must be like peanut butter I shot in the mouth. And I guarantee it was coming out of her fucking nose and ears and everything. As soon as I went off, I just fucking passed out. I went from crash out to pass out. And I woke up, the bitch was dead. She done choked on nut. That's what I think. That's the only thing I got.
Would that be natural causes? Viscosity was a crazy word to throw in there.
But then just while he's going through that whole fucking story, just like me, I'm just like down here like, we're gonna be here all fucking night. God damn it. I had fucking plans. I gotta take a break. It's fucking
All right, we're gonna be back in an hour. He was spinning a tail too.
He had to have for them to think at first. She says at first they thought it was natural causes. You didn't see the handprints around her neck? What? Did you check her neck? Protect your neck, check your neck, check her neck.
It seemed like a struggle. Didn't seem like she struggled.
I did have two hands on her throat while I was hitting it. But that was from the back though. But I was up. I had one hand on front, one hand on neck,
One arm, one hand on front. One arm. What's your shit? One hand on frontal, one arm on neck. Just getting it. Hell yeah, dude.
And then this week, so that was supposed to be that was a topic for last week. That happened last week. This week, somebody else got killed on a conjugal visit.
No way, really?
Yeah.
In prison?
No.
That'd be sick.
I didn't hear the video either. I just seen the news.
Speaking of jail, earlier yesterday and then into today, I sold this guy a 4-wheeler for his kid. He's a state trooper. He's been on the force for 6 years. His birthday is November 20th, 1993.
Jeez.
And I was telling him, I was like, that's my birthday. And we were just like talking about a bunch of shit. He's like, if I ever pull you over, I'm going to let you go. I'm like, oh, appreciate it.
Seemed like a good officer.
Yeah, so I got a get out of jail free card coming my way. I said, I'm going to try real hard not to get pulled over, but I appreciate it.
What exactly is your jurisdiction?
Hollidaysburg, he said. I'm like, oh, that's right up my alley. I'm in here all the time, buddy.
What was your squad car number?
Oh, and then I sold a dirt bike to a girl from Maryland today. She is in the military. She's leaving to go to Texas Sunday. And I was talking to her. I was like, "Oh, what's your MOS in the military?" And she said 13 Foxtrot. And I was like, "Oh, you do something with like artillery or something?" She was like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" And I was like, "My buddy was in the 13s and he was in a mortar." Weren't you?
I'm 11. Damn. I'm infantry.
Nah. Which one was? What was the mortars? Wasn't it 13?
No, I'm 11 Charlie. There's 11 Bravo, Charlie, and then 11X. Special Forces.
Don't believe it.
But we do know TH, Aaron Gobra, he was artillery. So that's probably where you've seen it.
No,
That was a hell of a guess, though.
I nailed it. She was like, "Yeah, it is."
That's probably where you've seen it. That's what I thought you were going to say.
No, I thought it was you.
Nope.
2-1-12.
Second 112, yeah.
Yeah.
You always get it wrong.
No,
Well, you
2-1-12.
don't. Yeah, you don't. It's,
That's how you always said it. So that's how I said it.
second 112.
No, you say 2-1-12.
No.
I wish we had the camera back when he said it all them dumbass times.
I've never once said 2 112.
Just did.
I think you
Just did. First of all, just did, so you're wrong. The flu's got you fucked up. You got me remembering more stuff than you.
Maybe.
I tell you what, dude, I couldn't hit the Benjamin at all. Like, I couldn't. So the first day,
Try to.
yesterday was the first day I really could. Boy, did I get smacked.
I hate that I'm gonna have to restart because now it's like panic attack warnings, and
You'll be all right.
we are 1 month out from the marathon as of right now.
With enough stamina to run around the block.
Which, like, I feel good about it. I can't believe it's coming up. Like, I just want it to be over with at this point. You know what I mean? Like, just all last month I was like, for whatever reason, as soon as March hit, I felt like calm. I was like calm and confident. And then as soon as April hits, I'm like, damn, 1 month out. Now I'm stressing again. You know what I mean?
Then you got sick.
Yeah. Which, like, oh, dude, the one thing, any fat that I had on my legs definitely left me, like, for sure. And when I don't know, you said you were cramping up, but my fingers were cramping.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, if I would try and, like, wipe my ass or blow my nose and, like, just even pick up a cigarette or, like, grab something, like, my fingers would just, everything. If I curled my toes, like, because I was so dehydrated. I couldn't keep any water in me, and just, I was concerned because there was sometimes, like, I just put my leg into a position and it's the whole fucking leg and calf is now to a cramp point where I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Yep. I know the feeling, brother.
But I almost love this sickness because it just adds another just layer to it all. You know what I mean? Another, like, just another thing weighing on us. You know what I mean? Like, just to overcome that now. And I'm like, and it also kind of, you know, I'm hoping we didn't do our next benchmark, which we have to schedule if we can. But yeah, I can't wait to get out there and fucking run again. Like, that was the one thing I kind of slacked on it in March, and we can't go too hard in April, but I definitely want to hit a 20 in April or, you know, something like that. Just something outside. I can't wait to fucking run.
Yeah.
I've seen some people run. I've seen a lot of people running.
You see that guy run the marathon in under 2 hours?
Did somebody beat the record? I thought somebody already did it in under 2 hours.
It could have been an old video I saw. It just came across my Instagram reel.
Yes, that happened. It was like a 1:59. Yeah, that was a couple years ago. He did that in illegal shoes, though.
The guy was just like a regular He was like an electrician or some shit like that. He wasn't even like a runner.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
Nah, we'll find it later.
But yeah, man, I can't. I mean, we're already faced with like now we don't know if we're gonna have cameramen there. We don't know if.
You gotta pause.
And we're back.
Thank you all for the pause break. Charlie FaceTimed me. She wanted to say hello to everybody, but she didn't know we took a pause so we could answer the phone. So she said hello to everybody. She went to the circus tonight. She said it was, I guess the only animals they have now at the circus is dogs.
Good.
So better that than anything else.
Yeah, you shouldn't have an elephant in Altoona, PA.
Well, I guess you can ride camels there now, somebody said.
Camels are fine though. Like, I don't really think a camel fucking. You just
Camel ride versus a elephant ride. A camel ride, I would say, is a lot safer.
and safer, yes, if it goes crazy. But also, like, an elephant is so smart of an animal. Like, lions are so smart, and tigers that they cage up in those small ass shoebox cages.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
I remember just the idea of getting close to it was all it was. It's all it was. And the one's white.
And I remember when we were kids, dude, you used to go, like, you'd get there early and you could see all the animals. They would just keep them in the parking lot in, like, a trailer, like an open trailer.
Connex boxes and shit.
Yeah, like, it was crazy.
That they are going to put on a train, and then that thing goes to the next spot.
The next city, yep.
It's torture, man. But I'm glad they switched to just dogs. It's probably fun now. I'd take my kid to the circus.
I remember when I was a kid, I went to the circus, won a Huffy bike at the intermission. That was
Oh, yeah.
sick. Listen, if
Rode that Huffy till the tires fell off.
oh, then he got a mongoose. I knew that day. That was the most my luck was ever gonna be.
So, let's get into some MLB talk.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't talk about opening day or anything last week.
I think we did slightly.
Now we didn't
No.
talk about anything because
Yeah.
Bug was on.
And there's not getting a word in. I mean, if you've listened to it, this is the third time he's been on. There's no getting a word in with the guy. How about when I tell stories and shit and I'm describing something, he just gets lost and then we have to start over. I get damn near to the end of it. And he's like, what do you mean a guy's ass? What? You weren't listening to the whole thing.
None of what I said, not Nan.
So, you want to go first or me?
It don't fucking matter.
The Rangers are doing good. First in our division, 5-2. They're playing right now against the Rays. We're gonna fuck them up for you.
Appreciate it. We left them hurting for you. We gave them our best at the last day.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck them up for sure. Yeah, we're doing good. We're just struggling with just getting every piece clicking together. If that makes sense, like we had, we threw the first shutout of the MLB. Nathaniel Eovaldi threw it, 9 innings, no runs. He threw, I guess, what the announcers called as a Maddox, which he did is because he did it in 99 pitches. So I guess a Maddox is just anything under 100.
Okay.
If I just put that together. So that was cool. Our pitchers are hot and cold, and we have got double runned. Like we gave up 14 points and 11 points runs in multiple games. And it's like before we could maybe come back from something like that. We are the team to put up double digits. It's just not firing right now. But they're gonna find it. Guys are already sitting out, which it's weird to say now, because I think now to sit you have to have a reason. So Corey Seager had a sore calf, but they have to say it's something, and then you have to sit like 2-3 games. I don't think you're allowed just to not play. Because that's the way it seems like to me. Like Josh Young has like a neck pain.
I mean, you got to definitely be able to, like, if you have a lefty pitcher and you're a righty batter, you got to be able to substitute that, you would think. So
True. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed weird. Like some of these guys are so tough that I'm like, man, Corey Seager wouldn't come. Like that's why he gets hurt so much. He plays through everything. Like he doesn't ever want to sit. And Josh Young's already sitting, neck pain, which I don't get. But yeah, so we're clicking. My favorite thing is the Astros blow, which is perfect for me because the Angels are in second place, which is like, all right, I can't wait till we see their ass. We're going to fucking dust them. All they got is Trout. And from what I'm hearing, they're just squeaking by games.
really, yeah, I haven't watched too many. I mean, I've watched Pirates highlights, but nothing else. Obviously, we started with a 4-game opening series against Miami. Did you see that stat I sent you on Facebook?
Yes, but I forget what it was.
The Pirates are the first team to have their first 3 losses be walk-offs in a season since the 1924 Pirates.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that, 1949 Pirates or some shit.
But I fucking hate that shit. Like,
so we got walked off 3 out of 4 of the first games. So that means we were leading 3 out of the 4 first games. So got walked off. Our bullpen blows. Then we go on the road to play the Rays. We lose the first 2, give him Skeens. He goes 7 innings, 102 pitches or something. Absolute gemster. We end up winning that game. Now we're 2-5. We play the Yankees. Today was our home opener. We got crushed by the Yankees, 9-4.
today.
Yeah. It was the PNC Park home opener. Mitch Keller went 3.2 innings, gave up 8 hits, fucking pile of runs.
What's up with setting Bednar down?
Dude, guy couldn't close a game. He gave up. I mean, dude, he was just had no confidence.
That's what I thought it was.
Just had none. Our bullpen's so ass.
That was the thing last year, wasn't it?
No, Bednar was an all-star last year.
I know, but your bullpen was the thing last year.
Oh yeah.
Like you didn't have like that many starters, I guess.
We didn't have that or an offense.
Yeah. I mean, I like the way the Pirates are kind of getting together. They seem like they care more than other years. You know what I mean? Something seems a little different to me. It seems like, oh my God, I seen O'Neal Cruz playing center, which I do like him out in center. But there was one play, and I think it was against the Rays. It was where he gave up a run because he went down to field it, and he didn't bring it back. He didn't bring it up with him, and he bobbled it. He had a fucking lollipop in his mouth. The little shit pisses me off like that so much. I rewinded it like 4 times just to make sure I'm like not seeing something. There's a white stick, and I'm like, what else could it be? And I'm like, you fucking have a lollipop out there, and then you make an error. I would have learned his language to bitch him out. Like,
I don't blame any of those guys. I mean,
you do eat candy at certain points. Like basketball players eat candy and chew gum the whole game just because like they just need to keep energy. You're baseball, you really don't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You chew sunflower seeds, you chew gum. That's it. You got fucking a lollipop in your mouth making errors, dude. And I heard some shit about him. And it was like, they were just critiquing the Pirates, and they said, and O'Neal Cruz, like, he can hit, but everybody's just going to walk him, so he's just going to get on first, and then he's going to steal second, which he's doing a great job stealing.
Yeah, our whole team is actually, we lead the league, we lead the MLB in stolen bases.
That's crazy. That's good. So he's just going to steal second, and then he's going to... Then somebody's going to, they said the next guy that he's going to hit him in, and He's going to weakly run to third. They're going to send him home.
Did see that. He's going to get sent home on a grounder back to the pitcher and get caught awkwardly sliding 4 feet away from home base or some shit. Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, damn, they had it right.
And he was like, and they got Tommy Pham in left field. We went to high school together, and the guy was fucking old as hell.
Yeah.
Which Tommy Pham is playing dog shit right now. He's walking, like he's seeing the ball well. He's running, he's stealing bases, but the guy can't get a hit. Brian Hayes hit a home run tonight, hit a 3-run jack.
That's good.
Brian Reynolds hit a home run tonight. So I mean, maybe it's just a slow start.
I think it's the same thing as Texas. It's just got to get all the pieces clicking at the same time. Like everybody's working as a team, and we got the same mindset and same energy. We're all fired up the same, except we all can't. If it's going to be somebody having a bad game, it can't be all game, and he can't be fucking a key player.
Yeah.
Corey Seager cannot have a bad game. Or any pitcher cannot. It's going to happen, but what's a bad game? There's a difference between just, hey, they're on my shit. You know what I mean? Like, some people just do well. Some teams do well against certain types of pitchers. And that a lot of that comes down to just the work that they put in before the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The coaches that are there to, like, break down, like, look at how he throws. Like, this is how he delivers it. This is how he comes over the top with it. And then the boys go out there and produce, and it's like, you can't be mad at that. But, like, you know, when you see a guy not hitting your zones and not walking a whole bunch of people, that's bad.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, just nobody has to be amazing. We all just have to play smart and play safe and just do what we know how to do. Nobody has to be a superstar. When you get too many people trying to be superstars, now we're not clicking. That's like the Yankees. Like, everybody's trying to be the superstar. And it's not. It can get you.
Of the torpedo bats?
It's fine. I don't know why everybody's bitching. Like, if it doesn't break the rules, okay, this motherfucker. They all knew that they could do it because it's been around for years.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not the first time the torpedo bats ever existed.
It's been around for years. It's just one person that, like, thought, you know what, I might try this in a game, and then he was using it in the batting cage, and then everybody was talking about it, and then other people were trying it, and then they were like, oh, you know what, I'll fucking try this, and then the whole team's doing it.
They only hit one homer tonight. It was Judge.
Is he using one?
Mm-hmm. I think.
I mean, look, if it doesn't break the rules, fuck it. Like, you're just playing smart.
Yep.
Which I hate to say about the fucking Yankees.
The New York Yankees.
I just fucking hate them.
I hate the Dodgers. So.
Yeah. I heard there's going to be some weird shit coming up with they're way over salary or something.
Payroll's crazy. I mean, that's what happens when you have Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah. All those pitchers.
Yeah, Walker Buehler, fucking the Yoshimoto, or whatever his name is.
Yoshimitsu.
I was going to text you and tell you. That's why when I texted you earlier in the week and asked how you were feeling, and then we just started talking about our sicknesses, that original text message was meant to say, I think we should have Jordan with the 40 on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I think it would be awesome. Because he just, like, he's always talking baseball and stuff, and he likes to talk about boxing, and I just think it would be a good episode.
Yeah, we can have more of a baseball. Once we get a little bit into the season, or we could break down, like, have them on, like, damn near at All-Star break.
Yeah, that'd be
cool.
What I mean? Yeah.
We could plan for, like, All-Star break.
Yeah.
And we can talk about the beginning and then have them on at the end. And then break down how it all went.
Hell yeah. Yes, sir.
You want to get out of here?
Fuck yeah.
Short episode this week, y'all. Just being sick.
I mean, I came down to your house, and within 15 minutes of sitting on the couch, I was asleep.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just, every time I'm not at work, I'm so fucking tired. I just want to sleep.
Same. I slept more in my life, or more in this week than I think I ever have.
Oh, one thing I did want to update you, because you've been going, but you didn't get to go the last 2 weeks. Last night was the last night of golf. We were one spot outside the money, and we were in sixth. Top 5 got paid, and we were behind the fifth place guys by half a point. We played them last night. We beat them 8-2 to take over fifth place, and I got it closest to the pin. So we got money. Me and Big Rick got money.
Hell yeah. Made it up halfway worth.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you for listening. Love y'all.
I know it wasn't a high energy episode, but
We got a little high there.
yeah.
Not as high as we normally get.
You was fucking a little something over there.
So, catch me on Instagram at tsteel_100, lockerroomtalk_1. That's for the fan page. That's where, like, you're going to see the picture of that dude that killed the people. So that's just, like, I'm still learning it. Like, I don't know how to post some reels, so I got to get you to show me how to do that. And then Snapchat, catch me at Juniata Boy.
You can find me on all social medias at BMH1120. All business inquiries, lockerroomtalkbusiness@gmail.com. We didn't even shout out any of our sponsors. Shout out to Ariel. Shout out to Mel, Granby Meats. Shout out to Ed Yingling.
Ed, do not call Ed right now. He's still away on a business meeting.
Is he still out in Cali with Mac?
He's either out in Cali with Mac, or I haven't been in touch with him because we've been sick. So.
True. But yeah, if you see something, say something.
That's always.
Facts.
You always push out the push it.
We love you.
We love you.